Welcome aspirants once again to our channel Syllabus Coach, which has been presenting the unique series to revise and revisit NCERT series. Friends, you all know the three unique aspects of the series, and you are also be able to revise the NCERT lesson through MCQs in just less than 10 minutes, and you will be able to benefit for all these exams. So this is our Telegram group where you can join to give our NCERT quiz and daily MCQs. Let's go into our lesson 3 of class 6 polity today. What is government? So friends, the lesson what is government can be related to UPSC main syllabus GS paper 2. The topic is called government policies and interventions for development in various sectors. Well, this is a very big topic and complex topic where all the schemes has to be read, but I would say this lesson is the first foundation lesson for this UPSC mains topic. So please focus here. Here, more than MCQs, we are focusing more on question and answer mode because this is a very important lesson and you need to learn a lot. So we are focusing more on question and answer and bits format, friends. So let me give you the previous important prelims question from this lesson related to this. The first one, local self-government can be best explained as an exercise in federalism, democratic decentralization, administrative delegation, direct democracy. The answer would be B, democratic decentralization. Decentralization means sharing of powers to the lowest level. So here local self-government, as you would learn in this lesson, is the third level of government after central and state governments. Thus, the powers have been shared to the lowest level. That's why it can be called as democratic decentralization. The second question from the old previous prelims paper, democracy's superior virtue lies in the fact that it calls into activity. Answer A. This is a very complex question, friends. Many of us bundled over the intelligence and character of ordinary men and women. This is not so easy question. We have to have a deep understanding to answer this. Let's go into UPSC relevance of mains. So in 2019, there is a question. The reservation of seats for women in the institutions of local self-government has had a limited impact on the patriarchal character of the Indian political process. Comment. Friends, this is a very complex question, and you should have a ground understanding of how patriarchy is affecting the women reservation in local self governments. Many of us know that in the villages, even though the sarpanch is woman, but the de facto leader will be her husband. The husband of the woman sarpanch will be leading the village. So in this aspect, you have to give the answer. I suggest all the aspirants to give your answer in these comments. Friends, in the earlier lesson, one of our aspirants has given this answer, which is a beautiful answer. So from now on, I'm thinking that why not I take a single question answered in the previous video and analyze it in the next video so that it will help your mains answer writing. So for example, quickly I will be explaining that in this answer, the points are very good. The aspirant has written in points format with a good intro and a conclusion in the next page as well. So here I would like to say that we should not write lines like this. First, we have to know about these kind of lines we should not write. We should directly enter into the answer. So similarly, I would be suggesting tips and I also be giving genuine feedback of a single answer which I would take in every video from now on. So aspirants keep writing, that will be very helpful to you. Now coming to the lesson, what is government? Name some of its functions. So friends, you all know government is the entity which makes and enforce laws. So that laws which we all have to follow, both the territory and the people, will be made by the government. So you all know the functions of the government: protecting the boundaries of the country, maintaining peaceful relations, ensuring that all citizens have enough to eat and having good health facilities and all. So these are some of the functions of the government in any country. So, what are the different levels of government? Friends, in India, there are three constitutionally mandated levels of government, that is, at the local level, state level, national level. You all know the examples. The national level, ours is India. State level, we all have our states, 29 states and UTs. And at the local level, either we'll have a village or a town or locality or municipality. So the complete below exercise, this is directly taken from NCERT backside questions and I am trying to answer this, which will be helpful for students to understand the distribution of powers between the local, state and central. So the first thing, the decision of Indian government to maintain peaceful relations with Russia, it comes under central. The decision of West Bengal government on whether to have a board exam in class 8 for all government schools, it would come under state. Introduction of two new trains connecting between Jammu and Bhubaneswar. This is because of two different states, it would come under central power. The decision to locate a common well in a particular area of a village, it is a local power. Decision to construct a big children's park in a Patna, this is a local municipality power, so it would be local. The decision of the Haryana government to provide free electricity farmers, this is state. Introduction of a new 1,000 rupee note, of course, it will be done by government and RBI, so it would be coming under central power. What can people do if they feel particular law is not being followed? That's why, friends, there are courts in India, Supreme Court, High Court, so they can approach the court. The court can give orders to the government what can be done. Does government has lawmaking power? Yes. That is called as a statutory power, friends. Whatever government says, that would be called as a statutory law if it is passed by a parliament. Generally, parliament is not government. If government gives any orders, they are called as executive order, friends. So statutory law is different from executive orders. If any law is passed by parliament, that would be called statutory law. If not by the parliament and just passed by the government presently in power, it would be called as executive order. Name two different types of government. We all know the biggest types of governments are democracy and monarchy, where we can say India is the best example of democracy, and monarchy are many kings, like you can say Saudi Arabia. In democracy, who does give the lawmaking power to government? People. So in our preamble again, friends, the first line in the preamble is we the people of India. So it means we the people are giving power to the constitution, we the people are giving power to the government. So in India, people are the supreme power. The term suffrage means, friends, right to vote. There was a tricky question in prelims which you need to observe. Right to vote and to be elected in India is a constitutional right, friends. So at that time, many of us felt that can be legal right also or constitutional right. But in NCRT, because it was mentioned in two classes as a constitutional right, the answer is constitutional right. But if you go by Supreme Court judgments, many may analyze or refer that it can also be legal right. So it was a very tricky question that year. Many of us got wrong. Luckily, I got correct that year. So it is constitutional right, friends. What do you know about women's suffrage movement? Friends, in India, soon after independence, along with all men, women also got the right. But in other democracies like USA, UK, it was not so easy, friends. UK got the right in 1928. America got the right in 1920. So they had to struggle a lot after the independence. What is meant by universal adult franchise? Friends, in India, any person who is above 18 plus will be automatically get the right to vote. That is called as universal adult franchise. Who is the author of the journal Young India? We know Mahatma Gandhi in 1931 has started Young India journal. So friends, please do the comment section. I suggest this. This is a very important question. Mention your state and geographically who are all the states on your borders. Write their names. Do the same for your district. Mention your district and do the geographical neighbors of your district also. This would be pooling of knowledge. I am here giving an example. So in our earlier videos, in this way, people from Andhra, Telangana, Madhya Pradesh, and other states have given their festivals. That would be a good example for pooling of knowledge, friends. So go to the Telegram now itself. Take the real-time quiz on this lesson. Many people are doing that and scoring good marks and also testing their ranks. Do that. So thank you, aspirants. Get ready for the next lesson 4 on upper third and other many aspects. Like,